I've been looking all over for this car. Excuse me, sir. How's it going today?
Yeah.
Do you know why I pulled you over?
I've been pulled over?
I mean, do I not look like a cop? You didn't see my truck over there? You didn't see me chasing behind you at 110 miles per hour?
No, man, I was going too fast.
Can you step out of the car, please? I'm gonna need to ask you a couple questions.
All right.
Have you been drinking today, sir?
Only a little.
Is this your car?
It is now.
It is now. Did you steal it?
No.
Please step out of the car, sir. Yeah, this is Officer Charles. I got my body cam on him. Suspect with a beard. That's all I got on him.
That's all I got.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Ill Streak. I could probably get in trouble for impersonating an officer, but luckily for me, that was a terrible impersonation of a police officer. This is my buddy John over here.
How's it going?
And he's got his brand new Subaru BRZ. It's a little hottie that everyone on the block has been trying to get, and this is the man that gets to take her home every day. So why don't we find out more about the man and the car? What do you say, John?
All right, sounds good.
So what made you want to get a Subaru BRZ? Was it the looks? Was it the speed? What was it?
Oh, man. Well, I think it's a combination of the looks and probably the performance.
Okay.
It's, you know, as many people know, it's not the fastest car in the market, but I like something that handles well.
Yeah, handling is something that everyone gives it credit for. They may not say that it's powered very well, but they'll definitely say, oh, but the handling, with what it has, it's capable of going turns full speed and just really enjoying yourself, right? Like I see people in BRZs and FRSs just going nuts around the corners. And the big V8s are like, hold on, wait. And then on the straightaway they catch up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you know, I don't want to pay for gas for a V8 either. So
oh, boom, okay, gotcha.
Four-cylinder was a big selling point for me.
So that's a very nice color. I noticed it matches your pants and your jacket. Is that the reason why you bought the silver?
Actually, it's kind of a funny story. Originally I wanted the dark gray or the blue, but the silver was the one that I found a really good deal on. And since then, having seen the other colors on the street, I think silver is actually my favorite color now anyway, so it was kind of a blessing in disguise.
Silver has a very high resale value. You're not in the market of selling this, are you?
Yeah, probably not for another 8-10 years.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So long-term relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear. Oh, this thing's beautiful, man. Do you have any plans on any performance modifications to the vehicle, or are you completely happy and satisfied, sold since day one? This is baby, this is it, this is her.
I'm definitely happy. I think maybe somewhere around the 4 or 5 year mark I might start thinking about putting something on it.
After the warranty's done.
Yeah, like probably some simple stuff, you know, nothing fancy. You know, basically I'd like to try and squeeze another like 50 horsepower out of it.
Oh, very nice.
I think, it wasn't long when I was looking online that they said after the BRZ came out that somebody apparently had already built a kit to drop a Corvette motor in it.
Are you serious? Like an LS2 or LS3?
Yeah, I believe it was an LS2, I could be wrong.
Oh man, but even if they'll still put Corvette power in that thing?
Yeah, I guess it only changes the weight by about 60 pounds, they claim.
Oh wow, are you serious?
So that's gotta be one wild ride.
All right, so John and I are starting a Kickstarter. If you want to donate to Project Put the LS2 engine in his silver car, please just click the link below.
Oh man.
What I always loved about this car, you know, and any kind of car that you would consider like entry-level sport, is just the fact that it's available. You know, that as someone who's interested in a sporty vehicle with, oh man, high redline potential and great handling, is you can get into it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not Porsche money, like you said.
Yeah, poor man's Porsche.
Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be poor man, because it's still significant. It's like 24K.
Yeah, it starts at 25.
Okay, so sorry, 25K, and that's not something unrealistic. Where if I was a freshman in high school, by the time I was a junior, I could have worked 3 summers and confidently afforded that. You know what I mean? It's like, it's out there for people who want it, and it's not something that's unachievable. Like, oh man, I can't wait to go buy this, you know, Lamborghini Aventador. That's not going to happen in 3 summers.
Yeah, it's a tough one for sure. No, I agree. It's really nice to see a new car come on the market that fits this bill. before that, it was pretty much the Mazda Miata.
Yeah.
If you wanted
another
like,
nice roadster.
Yeah, if you want like a four-cylinder, you know, kind of day-to-day driver that you could take to the track, like there wasn't much there other than Miata.
Yeah, I got my start with a Ford Mustang. I had a '97 Ford Mustang as the very first car, and that's what got me hooked on. Like, you know what? I can buy a car that, you know, it may not be V8 monster, but it's something where there's a lot of parts available. There's a lot of things that can customize it. Plentiful, you know, and a huge community, so you're always learning new things about the car or different ways to tune something or just different ideas, like for example the LS swap that you were talking about.
Yeah, right.
So that's why I love, you know, car culture, and especially cars like these with such a huge following behind them. And I can see why.
Yeah, I think this
it's comfortable in here, man. It's nice.
Yeah, I really like the seats. They're good race buckets. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see
hugged
this.
by your Subaru.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see this car make a pretty big splash on the racing, circuit scene.
Yeah, definitely. What would you say is one thing that the Subaru-Toyota partnership did very, very well, and then maybe one thing that you think that they didn't do so well, or it could have been improved better on this vehicle specifically?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I guess the thing that they did well was just that they actually did it.
Okay, fair enough.
You don't see these joint manufacturer endeavors very often,
yeah.
Let alone the fact that both manufacturers end up selling the cars.
Yeah.
Is definitely unique, and I really like that, and I'm really glad that they did that. As far as something they could have done better, I guess maybe it made more of a distinction between the models. They're very, very similar. I mean, there's some very slight cosmetic differences. I mean, I don't know if it would be good or bad, but maybe if there had been more of a difference between the two.
You know, when you talk about the joint venture between two automotive manufacturers and they make a very similar car, it takes me back to, I mean, like, I'm 30, so I remember like Eagle Talon, Mitsubishi Eclipse, Mitsubishi 3000 GT, and Dodge Stealth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those were cool, and like the Talon and the Eclipse look very similar from the front, but they also had their distinct like little spoiler changes. And I think the 3000 GT and the Stealth did the same thing, where their spoilers were very different. But I feel like the BRZ and FRS, actually, you take off the badging and it's like, oh, you have the same car.
It's very similar.
And I'm ignorant to it, right? So like, are there minute details that you can point out and say, well, mine has this and then the FRS has that?
So the biggest immediate differences you'll notice are the fenders on the side there. Instead of having kind of the, I don't know, looks like a spear tip or whatever you get on the BRZ, and the FRS, it's the horizontally opposed pistons.
Okay.
To kind of show that it's a boxer motor.
Okay.
And then there's some differences in the front grille and stuff. They look a little bit different. And then the rear, the wing on the back is a little different for the FRS versus the BRZ.
Sweet.
But I mean, that's really the big differences for the outside. The BRZ comes with the head unit, the touchscreen and the nav and all that stuff.
Oh, nice.
Where the FRS,
probably take a picture of that because someone's going to want to see it.
Yeah, the FRS, you have to pay extra for that to get, a touchscreen unit. I will say that the Subaru, the Subaru head unit they have here isn't the greatest thing in the world, but it does have Bluetooth audio, which is all I really cared about.
Stock from your head unit, you get Bluetooth audio?
Yeah, you
Very
can just
nice.
connect to your phone and stuff, so that's really nice.
That's the way of the future, man. I can't remember the last time I burned a CD.
Yeah, for real. That's all good, dude. I could fend for myself.
No, I was just messing with it. Alright, guys. Take care. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, all the other stuff that everyone says at the end of their videos. You know the drill. Peace.